His Majesty's royal speech during the opening of the fourth session of the sixth legislative term included noble directives to promote national principles and values that uphold the Bahraini identity. We have more details in this report.
ولأن التقدم لا يتحقق إلا بقراءة واعية لمعطيات المستقبل ومواجهة تحولاته والاستفادة من فرصه، وهو ما درجنا عليه كنهج ثابت منذ قيام الدولة البحرينية الحديثة، فإننا نوجه باعتماد التوجيهات التالية ضمن أولويات العمل القادمة. ونبدأ بجانب العناية بالهوية الوطنية بما تشمله من مبادئ وقيم معنوية وممارسات أصيلة ترتبط بالإنسان البحريني، وكان لها أبلغ الأثر في بناء قوتها الحضارية المتجددة وقدرته الفائقة على التعلم من دروس التاريخ. وأهم هذه الدروس إعلاء الهوية الوطنية وتعزيز الوحدة الجامعة لكل أطيافه ورفض مظاهر التعصب والكراهية والولاءات الخارجية، ولله الحمد.
The royal directives to preserve national identity with its principles, moral values, and authentic practices reflects the kingdom's significant national achievements centered on Bahraini people. The kingdom has worked to promote this through a series of national initiatives and events aimed at strengthening national identity, unity, and solidarity among members of society to continue the march of construction and renaissance. Upholding Bahrain's established values and emphasizing national identity were important themes included in the speech delivered by His Majesty the King during the inauguration of the fourth session of the sixth legislative term, which demonstrated that human development has always been a focus of attention and the most prominent starting point for achieving solid national achievements through national projects that support national identity and community practices related to upholding national identity, promoting unity, and rejecting all forms of intolerance and hatred. The royal interest in promoting national identity is the most prominent pillar for promoting national development and achieving the highest level of progress and development in various fields, as it constitutes the founding principles of all national achievements and reinforces the shared values of the people of the kingdom on which the kingdom bases its comprehensive development process.
The Speaker of the Council of Representatives and Chairman of the Parliamentary Division's Executive Committee, Ahmed bin Salman al-Musallam, met with the Speaker of Saudi Arabia's Shura Council, Dr. Abdullah bin Mohammed al-Sheikh, and member of the UAE's Federal National Council, Dr. Ali Nuaimi. The joint coordination meeting took place on the sidelines of the 151st Inter-Parliamentary Union General Assembly in Geneva, Switzerland. Al-Musallam affirmed the continuation of deepening cooperation between Gulf parliaments and legislative councils and strengthening fraternal ties between the GCC, praising the Gulf parliamentaries and legislative councils' effort to unify visions and positions. They reviewed topics to be discussed at the General Assembly and the proposals submitted for the emergency item. They also reviewed vacant positions within the IPU standing committees, emphasizing their commitment to supporting GCC and Arab parliamentary representatives seeking membership in the Union's committees. The Minister of Finance, National Economy, Sheikh Salman bin Khalifa Al Khalifa, delivered a statement on behalf of the Arab Group and the Maldives, represented by Bahrain, before the Development Committee during its 112th meeting held as part of the annual meetings of the International Monetary Fund and the World Bank in Washington. He affirmed that many countries around the world are facing structural problems in their economies that affect development opportunities, pointing out that the need for jobs among young people is increasing while women's participation in the labour market remain low. The minister said that continuing educational poverty threatens to produce an entire generation lacking in skills and opportunities, and these challenges have been exacerbated by geopolitical turmoil and instability in many regions. He said that Bahrain valued the role of the US, led by President Donald Trump, in supporting peace and commended the efforts of the US and Egypt in ensuring the success of the Sharm el-Sheikh Peace Summit. He added that the progress made towards ending the war in Gaza represents a significant step towards consolidating regional security and stability. Sheikh Salman emphasized that decent work and dignified living are central to human dignity and that employment is the key to achieving social stability. He commended the World Bank Group's focus on job creation as part of its new policy priorities. He said that modern technologies offer significant opportunities when used wisely, warning that failure to integrate them into public policies could marginalize large segments of the society. He called for harnessing innovation to serve human and economic development rather than deepen social and economic divides. The minister underscored the role of the private sector as the main driver of job creation and growth, commending the efforts of the World Bank and the International Finance Corporation in mobilizing private capital. He also welcomed the IFC's initiative to mobilize capital and introduce innovative securitization instruments to support developing markets, underlining the importance of enabling emerging economies to access finance and investment. Sheikh Salman called for expanding innovative financing and investment models to enhance economic diversification, noting that genuine growth is that which creates sustainable employment opportunities and maintains social and environmental balance. He said that job creation is closely linked to the availability of stable and financially viable energy. He reiterated the commitment of countries to transition towards clean energy in line with their nationally determined contributions and noted that such a transition must be just and orderly, taking into account each nation's circumstances and level of development. The minister called for strengthening the World Bank's role in supporting advanced energy projects, including natural gas as a transitional clean source, nuclear energy as a sustainable electricity option, and carbon capture utilization and storage technologies to achieve climate goals. He also urged increased financial and technical support from the World Bank to the Palestinian Authority and stressed the importance of coordinating efforts with international donors to ensure the success of Gaza's reconstruction phase. He said that development and peace are two sides of the same coin and that humanitarian stability in Gaza is essential for achieving regional peace. In line with the directives of His Majesty King Hamad bin Isa Al Khalifa and His Royal Highness the Crown Prince Prime Minister Prince Salman bin Hamad Al Khalifa to preserve Bahrain's historical and cultural identity, the Ministry of Housing and Urban Planning and the Muharraq Governorate reviewed progress in the first phase of the Muharraq City Development Project. The meeting, attended by Advisor to His Majesty the King for Youth and Sports Affairs Saleh bin Hindi Al Manai, Minister of Housing and Urban Planning Amna bint Ahmed Rumaihi, and Governor of Muharraq Salman bin Isa bin Hindi Al Manai, focused on tracking the implementation of the development plan and the restoration of Isa Al Kabir Palace. Minister Amna Rumaihi said that works are advancing steadily in coordination with participating government entities. The project remains among the government's top priorities, reflecting the royal vision to safeguard Muharraq's heritage while supporting sustainable urban development. And for his part, the governor of Muharraq commended the ministry and relevant entities' efforts in implementing the royal directives. He expressed appreciation to His Royal Highness the Crown Prince Prime Minister for his continuous support and follow-up of the government's development initiatives, which contribute to Bahrain's comprehensive and sustainable growth. The Rashid Equestrian and Horse Racing Club has achieved a new milestone that reinforces Bahrain's global standing in horse racing, with the Asian Racing Federation announcing that it has upgraded His Royal Highness the Crown Prince Cup for imported horses to Group 3 international status. We have more in this report.
The announcement by the Asian Racing Federation to upgrade the His Royal Highness the Crown Prince Cup for imported horses to International Level 3 and to approve Al Adiyat Cup, one of Bahrain international trophy races, as part of the classified international races, is considered a crowning achievement for the insightful vision of His Majesty the King and the continued support of His Royal Highness the Crown Prince and Prime Minister. This development represents a major step in the history of equestrian sports in Bahrain, which has witnessed a series of remarkable success in recent years. The number of internationally classified races in Bahrain has risen to 7, affirming the kingdom's advanced position in the world of horse racing and enhancing its reputation as an advanced sporting destination that hosts the most prominent international events in this field. The His Royal Highness the Crown Prince Cup for imported horses is scheduled to be held as part of the Crown Prince Cup Festival in January 2026. Following the expansion of the festival program to include 16 races over 2 days, in a move that reflects the significant momentum witnessed by the horse racing sector in the kingdom.
The Ministry of Transportation and Telecommunications has announced the launch of the Mobile Postal Services project by Bahrain Post, an innovative step aimed at enhancing and expanding postal service across Bahrain. The project seeks to provide convenient solutions that make it easier for citizens and residents alike to access postal services without the need to visit traditional post offices. The project represents a qualitative leap in improving customer experience. It offers a convenient and efficient alternative for completing postal transactions quickly in all governorates, reflecting the ministry's commitment to providing advanced services that meet the needs of individuals and institutions alike. The project forms part of a comprehensive strategy to modernize postal infrastructure and expand the scope of services as part of the ministry's efforts to support digital transformation, improve service quality and customer satisfaction.